Demonized Kyo here. So we're going to be starting today with episode 6 of the Bingo Book series, and today's focus is going to be Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke Uchiha, aka EMS Sasuke. This might be a little bit of a longer video, so we're going to try to jump right into it. I'll apologize in advance for my voice. I'm still kind of sick, and I might cough a little bit, but I will try not to cough into the microphone. Alright, so getting started, we'll start with his Rekit Ultimate. Flame Control Sword. You can tell by the purple icon here, it is an Annihilation type jutsu. The cooldown does go down per level. So initially at level 1 this has a 2-minute cooldown. At level 8 it has an 85-second cooldown. This attack does have a large seal effect if the enemy survives it, and also does increase damage to enemies who have already been afflicted with damage over time. Next we have Inferno Style Susanoo Flame Control. This is his OG ultimate. As you can tell by the red icon here, it is a lunge type jutsu. This is a floor-wide ultimate, so it'll hit everyone on the floor, and it does increase damage to enemies who have been afflicted with damage over time. As you can see here, it does not depend on, no matter what level it is, it still remains 60 seconds. A 60-second cooldown. Next, we have Susanoo Pierce. Red icon here means this is the lunge type. At level 8 this has a 6-second cooldown, and this jutsu does ignore jutsu resistances, and it is an iframe. After that we have Inferno Style Flame Control Sky Stage. Brown icon here means this is a manipulate type jutsu. At level 8 this has a 5-second cooldown. This does have a small defense debuff and then a medium damage over time debuff. Next, we have Flame Control Sword, Rage. Red icon here means it's a lunge type jutsu. At level 8, this has a 4-second cooldown. This does have a medium damage over time effect and a small paralysis effect. This will also buff Sasuke's attack by a medium effect as well. After that, we have Amaterasu. Green icon here means this is a release type jutsu. At level 6, this has an 8-second cooldown, and this will inflict a small defense debuff. Lastly, we have Susanoo Slash. Yellow icon here means this is an impact type jutsu. At level 6, it has a 5-second cooldown, and this also inflicts a medium damage over time effect. It's worth noting that this is Sasuke's second iframe. So that's it for his jutsus. We will get now into the loadout. So Sasuke, you'll see here we have his old kit equipped, minus his ultimate. So in the first slot we have Amaterasu, Susanoo Pierce, and Susanoo Slash. If you're unfamiliar with this part of the video, I'll do 4 showcases, 2 long range examples, and then 2 close range examples. Sasuke is one of those ninjas whose loadout order does affect how he will attack. So for his long range, you'll notice he'll start with Amaterasu and then Susanoo Pierce. Range being the number 1 determining factor on how an enemy will try to hit you first. So I'm just gonna make sure I don't have my fence up. We don't. As always, I'll be using NxB to kind of showcase these examples. So we'll stop talking here now. Amaterasu, arrow, which I got hit by sword. So that's one. We'll do one more, then we'll get into close range. Still got hit by it. Okay, so those are both long range examples. Now we'll do the close range. For close range, he will default to his range 1 attack, which is his Susanoo Slash, but he will follow up with the first range 2 attack, which will be Amaterasu. So you'll see here we get the sword, then we get Amaterasu. I don't know why all my attacks are missing. Okay, so that was one. We'll do one more, and then I'll do a load order switch just to kind of showcase that his attack order does change based on his jutsus and how they are equipped. So this is close range 2. Here comes the sword. Here comes Amaterasu. Okay. So those were the 2 close range and 2 long range examples. We will now equip him. We'll do his changes loadout order. Oops. So here, flame control. We will put pierce first and then slash. So this time you'll notice he starts with the arrow. He won't start with Amaterasu. Here comes. Oh wow, how'd that miss? Okay, but you notice he started with the arrow first. So now we'll do the close range. He'll do the sword slash and then the arrow, as opposed to sword slash and then Amaterasu. So there it goes. It's too fast to dodge, unfortunately. Okay, so now we'll get into his re-kit jutsus. So we'll just change his equipment. Again, even for his re-kit, his jutsu order does determine how he will attack. So we gotta actually change cards now. Deselect, ultimate. I will keep Pierce on, and we will add Sky Stage and Rage. Stat card. Okay. So you'll see I have Rage set first. So after he does the arrow, he will attempt to use Rage on me. So we'll do 2 examples again, long range, and then 2 examples close range, and then we'll do a jutsu switch. There it goes. Sky Stage almost. And he got me. Again, the most important part is the attack order, not necessarily. Okay, so we'll do this one more time. Arrow. Rage. Now. Sky Stage now. Missed a knockdown, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so now we will go into the close range examples. For the close range examples, he should be starting with Rage again. This is going to be tricky. Sasuke is not a character I recommend running up on, so I was able to avoid it, luckily. And he got me. Yeah, sorry, I'm just not gonna let him kill me. So that was close range 1. But as you saw, he started with Rage. So we'll do one more. There it is. So I guess we can also we'll do a load order switch. I guess we could have talked about how to iframe his ultimate off of that, but whatever. So now we will change the load order and then get into the other stuff. So now we'll set Sky Stage first, Rage, and then Pierce. And then we'll do one example each of the long range and the close range. Just give me 1 second. Okie dokie. So here comes Pierce. Sky Stage here. And then Rage here. Still clip me. Okay, so then we'll do the close range. So this time he'll actually just start with Sky Stage. So I'm just going to stuff him and run up to him and seal him. So as you see, those were the examples. You see like he changes his jutsus, and now we will start talking more in depth about the individual jutsus. We will keep his old kit set up, well, his re-kit set up, and we'll just talk about that. So Sky Stage is first. It's worth noting that Sky Stage can go through walls, and it also can go through barricades. It is a range 1 attack, which means it does not fire out like a projectile. Let's see if we can get him to do it here. There it is. So you see, like, it just comes out in a very linear fashion. It is the only one of his re-kit jutsus that he will proc through a wall. Everything else he will still proc through a barrier. So we'll bring him up here. So there goes Susanoo Pierce. If I get close enough, he will. There goes that, and then he'll try Rage. Rage can hit you through the gate. It doesn't seem like it should be able to, but it can. So coming back here, the only range 2 attack on him equipped currently is his Susanoo Pierce. He will fire that from across the map, as you can see. It will go through the barricade, but it will stop once it hits the wall. So we'll try that one more time. That wouldn't have hit me anyway, but it is pretty fast. So you do want to be moving as he's casting it. Let's see if he'll do it one more time. There it is. You see, pretty easy dodge. So we'll bring him over here. I'm still talking about his re-kit ultimate. We'll just kind of switch it up, I guess. We'll keep this zoomed out. It's going to take about 8 hits to bring him down. Unfortunately, my Sasuke is a tank. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after this one, he should be on low health. So his re-kit ultimate is not a floor-wide ultimate. So as you can see, like, he won't proc it even from, well, now he ran over to the gate, asshole. He won't proc it from behind the wall unless you are in range. So if we come around like right here, then he'll probably proc it. As you can see, to iframe it, you can. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. So we're actually gonna die the first time with body blow, and then I'll equip Kaiten Kaisha, and then I'll show you everyone how to iframe it. That was a miss. Okay, so 1. It's gonna take about 6 or 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6. We'll do one more just to be safe. So to iframe it, you typically want to start as it comes up. Why are you being difficult, Sasuke? This must have been how Naruto felt. So I'm going to do it one more time. Hopefully he'll come back and try to hit me. There it is. So I'll body blow. But as you can see, I tanked the first hit, but then I still end up dead. Sorry about that. Now we'll showcase the actual iframe, which means I will take body blow off and put on Kaiten Kaisho. I won't worry about the order too much right now. Oh, I lost like 200 PAL off of that. Ugh. Okay, so same deal. I'll hit him like 5 or 6 times. Well, 7 or 8 times. 1. Oh, that was a miss. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So we'll do one more just to be safe. I missed that one, I think. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't hit. There he is. Okay. So, starting it. Now, of course, now he's not going to do it. Asshole! There it is. So, once that comes up, that's when you want to start your iframe. It's not very hard to iframe at all. Even though it's multi-hit, the hits are pretty quick. So, as long as you start your iframe when the sword comes up, you should still be iframing when it comes down, as long as your iframe is not like ridiculously fast. Alright, so now we're going to switch him to his old kit. I gotta change cards. Ultimate. Pierce. There they are. Stat cards. Okay. Now we gotta change his ultimate. Okay. So here we are now. With this setup, he still has one range 1 attack and 2 range 2 attacks. So this means with this old kit, he pretty much only has 1 attack that can hit you through the wall, and that is the Susanoo Slash. That being said, Susanoo Slash is very, very dangerous. Not only does it come out pretty quickly, I want to say it has a frontal attack range of 270 degrees, which means if you are even slightly behind Sasuke to the left or the right, he can still clip you with it. It will knock you back quite far, and it applies that medium damage over time effect. Again, like, it does come out pretty quick. See, I was kind of like ready for it, but I still wasn't able to get it. Maybe I was just not hitting my button right. So we'll bring him up over here. But you'll notice, like, he never tries to use Pierce over here. He never tries to use anything like that. So coming right here, the 2 range 2 attacks, Amaterasu, which is really, really slow, if you see. You can pretty much, like, dodge Amaterasu in your sleep, as long as you're not, like, you know, being utterly ridiculous and wasting your time. It's not hard to dodge at all. We'll get this out again. This way. I know you're not bright. So it hits the wall. So same thing with Susanoo Pierce and Amaterasu. They're both range 2 attacks, which means they can go through barricades and they will continue across the map until they hit a wall. Amaterasu is also multi-hit. It can hit up to twice, I believe, and it does play like a little bit of shenanigans. When I say shenanigans, I mean, even though it looks like Amaterasu is kind of gone, if you run into it, While the flames are still like on screen a little bit, you can get hit by it, and it will apply that defense debuff, and it will also like knock you down. I'll see if I can showcase that if Sasuke like decides he has a brain. So there it is. So you'll see it was about halfway gone, but I was still able to get clipped by it. His Susanoo Pierce is a lot faster. You kind of have to be moving already to get away from it. So kind of bring him back over here. Come on, Sasuke. There it is. He missed though. But also you can iframe it. It does a decent amount of damage. None of his attacks are necessarily hard to dodge. They just come out pretty quickly with the exception of Amaterasu. So now we're gonna kind of lower his health to get to his ultimate, and like see the range on that. Like it's ridiculous. I think I was like from here, and he was still able to slash me. Yeah, so give Sasuke the proper respect he deserves when he has on that sword slash. So we'll stay like right here now. I want to be able to keep him on screen barely. I think that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be one more. So there it is. It is full screen. It is also multi-hit. I died from one hit because I only had 1 health. But now I'll showcase the iframe. That being said, because it is full screen, even if you are outside of where you can see him, he will still cast it. Asshole, and that sword. To be honest, like that's why I love EMS Sasuke, and that's why I hate him, because of that sword. So that was 3. 4. Do we need like 2 more? So he should be on low health now. You'll see like even from like right here, it still kills me. You can't run away from it. You have to iframe it. That being said, it's not very hard to iframe. Sasuke is, again, like his previous ultimate, it's a very, very obvious tell when it's going to happen. Once that arrow gets shot up, you want to start your iframe. So hopefully I won't get hit by the sword this time. It's 2. I can't hit for shit. 3, 4, 5. That's 6. So he should be on low health. There it is. Once the arrow comes, so you have to do it as soon as the arrow like kind of flies up. If you do it once the arrow is already in the air, it's going to be too late because it comes down too fast. We're going to try this one more time because again, I don't want to waste too much time here. We're already at like 23, 24 minutes. And I do want to get into like the character showcases, and I want to talk about the evasion for some of his attacks. Okay, so now we should be good. Should be doing it soon. So there it is. The arrow goes up. I iframe. That's how it's done. Again, it's going to depend on the speed of your iframe and how long your iframe already is. But pretty much once he fires that arrow in the air, you should be starting your iframe. So this time we are going to take I'm going to put him with my ideal setup I use for Sasuke. And then we are going to take the fence down. I do want to kind of like talk about how to, because I've seen people talk about the evasion or his rage attack versus his sword attack. There are two very obvious ways to tell which one he's going to do. Well, I won't say obvious. There are two ways to tell like what he's going. Where's the other one? This one, then this. No, not this. Okay. So this is the setup I like to use for my Amaterasu Rage Sword Slash Flame Control. This is my ideal Sasuke. So we'll go to the fortress. So you'll see based on the setup, he will start with Amaterasu and then he will run close to rage me. I know he's going to do that because of my load order, but in the event that, you know, you won't be able to tell like what people have equipped on their characters before you fight them. Like there's just no way. So what I'm going to do is you'll know based off of when he starts it. So he's going to do Amaterasu. If he runs too close, about that close, then he's going to rage. If he's chasing you this much, he has rage equipped. As you can see, like he's literally, and then comes the sword. Again, like I don't want to get too much into this because I want to do the character showcases. So now we'll switch it really quick. That being said, you can dodge rage. I'm not doing it very well on camera, but I was able to do it before. So we're going to change this order really quick. Sword slash rage. That should be good. This time you'll notice he does the sword slash a lot quicker. He doesn't necessarily chase me around as nearly as much. So here comes Amaterasu. And you'll notice, like, see, he does it right there. There's no pretty much, he doesn't bullshit around about it. He cut through it. I'm not even using my right setup. God, it's been so long since I used Kesho Kaiten. That's 7-second cooldown. How did I play with that? Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much the difference between when he starts with rage and when he starts with the Susanoo slash. The Susanoo slash, because the range is a lot larger, he will typically do that a lot sooner. There's no, you know, messing around with it. He'll pretty much get into that. So this is going to be the setup we're going to use them. It's been out like 27 minutes. I'm going to try to do about 4 or 5 showcases. But yeah, let's start. Start with NxB. So this is going to be like a serious fight now. I'm not trying to showcase stuff. Alright, so right now he's going to start with Amaterasu. I know he's going to try to get me with rage, so I'm not even going to let him do that. I'm going to stop him right there. Kind of missed my knockdown. I still don't have body blow equipped. Fuck. Not that it mattered. Okay, so we're going to go now to, we'll do EMS versus EMS. So this one I kind of have to dodge his rage. I can't actually, because Amaterasu is just way too slow. Back at you. Alright, so next V2, and then we'll be at like 30 minutes. So this is gonna be like a 34 minute video. I apologize for that. So again, Amaterasu. I am using a little bit of a faster character, so I should be, and he got me with the shenanigans. So that's game. Yeah, V2 is dead. That's partly one of the reasons why I like Amaterasu on him, because it is a way to cut off people's escape when it's done right. Alright, we're gonna see what Hinata can do. So I kind of like have no choice but to dodge it this time, and then, yep. But this is like Battle of the Tanks. I don't know if I'll be able to kill him quick enough before the seal wears off. It doesn't really matter because I'm not letting him kill me anymore. Alright, so that was Hinata. Now we will go to Sage mode. Then we'll go V2, Shikamaru. So here comes Amaterasu. I'm just gonna seal him in. Oh, he's so easy. That was embarrassing. Alright. So now we'll do so Itachi has a true iframe, so I can actually just do that and it won't hit me through my iframe, which is amazing. I didn't get the seal on him, unfortunately. So this is bad news. Yeah, so Itachi has one of those true iframes. That's another reason why I like Itachi V2. We'll do Hashi. So I already know he's gonna run up here, so I'm just gonna fucking dragon him. He's another character who just seems like ridiculously easy to fight with. Alright, so Shikamaru's probably gonna be our last. Alright, so this is Battle of the Paralyzes. Oh, hey. Okay. So that's it for this video. I will be doing my next character in the next couple of days. I'm going to try to run through this series pretty quickly at this point, because I realize I'm going to be grinding during team attack missions. I'm probably going to be grinding during surprise attack missions. So the roundup week and the dead week are the weeks like I can push these videos out. I will try to push out another one in the next day or two. We will be talking about either Sage of 6 Paths Naruto, or we'll be talking about Hashirama. If you want to, be updated as soon as those videos come out, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this kind of content, please do like. Also, I will be kind of trying to expand my channel a little bit. I will try to be like making a Facebook and a Twitter for this channel, so everyone can kind of stay up to date on what I'm doing when I'm going to live stream events like that. That's pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everyone's support, especially people who leave comments and let me know, like, how much, if this helped them or not. That being said, Demon Eyes Kyo out. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the weekend. Later.